Right, well, this one certainly will be interesting. We are continuing our series of checking out units on the trio team. And somebody suggested the STR Goku and Gohan. So we are going to try them out here. I mean, they are very much dodge or die at the beginning, but we need to get, was it every time Goku dodges, we get an extra 20% attack and defense. So ideally he can get the dodges early on. They super in slot 1 a lot, otherwise I would probably risk doing this just to max out their passive, but they've got 170k defense turn 1. Yikes. Alright, so we'll do this. I mean, we got a decent link set active, at least, but... And they are a TUR, so we don't have to worry about getting a lot of key with them. But yeah, so we'll do this. So we're going to get the 30% extra buff from the trio doing their 18 key super. Now, the big thing about these guys for this team is that they're not an all-out struggle or movie hero character. So because we're going to run them on rotation, we have to make sure all of our floating units have to be movie heroes or all-out struggle. Otherwise, the physical trio's 77% defense for 2 turns, like part of their passive, doesn't actually activate. Fortunately, we've got the start set up the way I want, because the only unit on the team that would cause that to happen would be if Bulma was floating. So we'll keep her on rotation, which means we can obviously get the support, so she'll be on the other rotation with the other trio. And then, of course, the other big thing is we really need the Goku and Gohan unit either on turn 1 or turn 2. They need to get an additional super, so we can get the exchange a little bit earlier, because if they don't, then we'll be stuck in the Goku part of the card for longer, which we don't want. Right, well, there's the dodge, so that's good. We only got the 1 super, but we got the dodge. So... That's the thing, I always really liked the STR Goku and Gohan when they came out. I thought they were a fun unit to use. Although, obviously, like, for Global, they came out before the anniversary. Then we got the anniversary with the Red Zone. And of course, like Broly disabled dodge, which could be awkward for Goku, because you'd have to just like put him in slots where he wasn't going to take a lot of attacks and hope that he didn't get super, because he could tank normals okay. Right, well, the trio are definitely going to kill here, so I don't need to worry about that. I just need to make sure I get the orbs for Bulma's support. There we go. So that carries over till the next turn as well. Yeah, Heart Virus Goku could be interesting, because he's got to be due an Easy A sometime soon. He could end up being a crazy unit on this team with all that extra support, because he has so much damage reduction. Like, all that extra defense support from the trio, he could go crazy. Alright, so... can we get the double super turn here? That's what we need. We need the double. I mean, this event is long enough that we should still be okay, but... And that's the other thing, you got to be careful with the Gohan, because Gohan needs to take a certain number of hits within a certain number of turns. So if he's not going to be in a slot where he's taking attacks, then you don't want to transform on that turn. Well, exchange, I guess you should say. Because if you miss getting all those hits in before the first couple of turns run out, and he doesn't get that guaranteed guard, like, forever, then that would be very unfortunate. But yeah, the fact that he has the instant transmission Kamehameha is awesome. And the animation is good for it. Double super. Yes, he didn't dodge either of the attacks, damn. So type advantage, and he still took 24k. That's kind of awkward. Heart attacker. Because who's he? He was the banner unit for AGL Trunks, wasn't he? So I guess that ECA will be a ways away. Yeah, them not being able to tank normals from type advantage is kind of awkward. Well, we're going to finish him off. Yeah, it's like Heart Virus Goku, I feel like at the time of release probably unironically was better than AGL Trunks. AGL Trunks was awful. And of course, in typical fashion, I got insane luck on his banner. I think I did like 400 stones and pulled like 4 copies of him. And of course, it was for a character that I didn't really want. And then it might have been the character after that, or 2 banners after that or something, was someone I really wanted. And it was like one of those 2,000 stones to get 1 copy kind of thing. Always the way. Yeah, LR Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza Easy A as like a end of worldwide thing would be kind of cool. It doesn't fit the theme of the celebration, but obviously they are worldwide LRs, so I could see it potentially happening, right? It's like the anniversary LRs don't have to fit the theme of the anniversary, but they've been getting Easy A's like the previous year's ones. Oh god, this is a bad rotation. You get like no key. Yeah, I've only dodged once, and they've only got 270k defense. And you get 59% when performing a super, so that gives them, what, like 150 something maybe? So they're only at about 400k, so really, realistically we need them to dodge here. Although the trio, if they do a bunch of additionals, could at least lower his attack, but that's what they need to make a real big effort when they give that AGL Trunks an Easy A. Like, what were they thinking when his release first came out? They need to make it so that his transformed version is, like, way better than the untransformed version. Which, of course, with an Easy A is something that they can do. And hopefully they will. But yeah, I was going to say, we need these guys to get at least 1 additional super so we can get some attack lowering. Like, the unit was cool aesthetically and everything, but just not very good in practice, which is annoying. Right. So are they going to get clapped, or can we actually get a dodge? Because we still got 2 potential buffs from the dodges. 7.6. I mean, it's at least hitting harder than Int Majin Vegeta was. But okay, there's a dodge. And there's another dodge. So now we get the full buff on when we don't need it, because we're going to end up now transforming on the next turn. So, good times. But this will be interesting to see how well Gohan can tank. Like, because obviously Gohan needs to build up by getting hit. But he's going to have a ton of extra defense behind him when he first transforms. And he has guard. So, it just depends where all the attacks are. Because if, like, we get into the next phase and like there's all the attacks in slot 1 and like 1 or 2 attacks in slot 2, then it's really awkward to try and have him on rotation and put him in slot 2. But also, this is way too many orbs for do I risk not getting the 6 orbs for Godku so I can get the Bulma support? I feel like that's a little bit scary. Or I do this, but then it means we end up with the turn where we don't get the... I guess I could use the trio's active skill on that turn instead. Yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, the next time we get the rotation, because when Bulma floats into slot 3, that means that the trio's 77% for 2 turns won't be active. But if we then use their standby and pick up a bunch of physical orbs, then they do. If there was only 1 or 2 attacks in slot 3, I would probably risk it, but there's like, what, 5? So having God Goku, risking God Goku taking all those hits without having the thing, I don't know if I want to do that. Plus, it's been a few turns. Bulma's got her damage reduction built up a little bit and has guard, so she should be okay. Although, of course, watch me say that now, and then that 1 attack in the middle against God Goku will be a super attack. I really want that free-to-play LR Trunks and Broly to get their Easy A. Because they were decent enough when they got their awakening, but like now that we've gotten a few more tough events since then, I feel like they're already, of course he did, they're already unusable in like the current difficult content. We got the dodge though, so that's good. Yeah, I started playing Space Marine 2. It's over on the second channel. The link is pinned in the chat, or if you're watching the recorded version of this, it'll be in the description. Do come check it out. We'll be doing more content for that over there. Okay, this is actually... Well, no it isn't, because we'll kill him in slot 1 otherwise. Damn. I was going to say, this is actually a terrible rotation to get the exchange for Gohan, because if we put him in slot 1, then chances are he gets that one hit, then he supers and kills Gogeta, so he doesn't get any more hits. If we put him in slot 2, then he's not going to take any hits either, because the trio kills. Or if we stand by with the trio, then it's the same issue, where he potentially kills with his super and then doesn't take any hits. So this is the other downside to like the design of this unit, because now we basically don't want to exchange on this turn. Otherwise, we're going to mess up our own passive. Yeah, we ideally really needed to finish off Gogeta on the last turn, but so I'm actually really not sure what to do now. I mean, I guess we could just hope for getting an attack here. I mean, we could hope that we don't kill him, I suppose, but I think we probably still do.
I give up. I learned how strong you really are. That's it. I quit. Go.
Like Goku, I quit against Blue Gogeta. Go, Gohan. Because the problem is we could end up in the same boat again. This is why you don't want them to be on like the second turn against the boss as well. Because when we go into the Tech Gogeta, we're going to do a ton of damage to him in the first turn as well. So... Mm-hmm. 7.2, let's go. Best case scenario is Gohan doesn't kill him. There you go. Alright, so he took 3 hits, because I think, was it you need to take 6? So he took 3 hits. That actually did work out perfectly, because yeah, the trio in slot 1 would have just killed. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he ate the first hit for double digits as well, which, considering that's the one that he would take the most damage from, it's pretty good. Oh god, that's like every orb. Yeah, definitely not bad for like pre-super. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember if it's 5 or 6 hits. And then, yeah, we have the domain. I mean, the domain doesn't really do anything in this event, right? Because we're against a super class enemy. Be interesting if they started releasing, like, I guess it'd have to be a banner unit, but imagine they start releasing banner units, and it's for a banner unit, a character that has a domain. But, like, make them a really good support unit. But then the unit has something in their passive that just says, like, when a domain is active, they get, like, XYZ extra buff. But they don't have a domain themselves. It's just, like, when any domain is active and they're on the rotation, they get a buff. Obviously, we'd need more domain characters, but that would be kind of cool. Ooh, Future Gohan actually taking a big hit there. It would have taken less if I'd used his active skill first, but I'm trying to do not crazy damage against this guy before we get a chance to get more hits in with Gohan. Yeah, that would be crazy, yeah. Like, increases the duration of an ally's domain by 1 turn. And then you make them, like, a character that can fit on a whole bunch of teams. That'd be super cool. Yeah. Alright, so we've attack lowered him a little bit. Now, the thing is, he can double super. Oh, okay, this is good, because he gets to attack first. So we're at 300k. Now bear in mind, I was going to say, this is the turn where we don't get the defensive buff, because we don't have an all-out struggle or movie heroes character on the rotation. Well, technically there is a free-to-play character with a domain, right? That Trunks. So, because yeah, no, they can't have, you can't have with the JP gacha laws, they can't have you require a specific summonable unit. But if their passive was just like when any domain is active, then yeah, as long as there's a free-to-play character with a domain, which there is. And then I guess in that celebration, they could just release another free-to-play character with a domain as well. Okay, so because we don't have the defensive thing with Goku Gohan on this turn, we're going to go into the standby. And we're not going to get a lot of physical orbs. We got 4, so that's what, 20... No, it's 5, so 35% damage reduction. Not damage reduction, but extra defense. So 335. Then grab those. Do this. Grab these. Alright. Yeah, that's the thing. As long as there are free-to-play domain characters available, then they would be able to do that. And there is one, because it's that in Trunks from the Worldwide when they introduce domains. But yeah, they just have to drop another free-to-play character. And let's say if that support unit was like a Super Saiyan Gohan, then you just drop like a free-to-play Super Saiyan Go 10 or something, or someone who would be on his team, so you could run them with the new free-to-play character with the domain. And then it would be fine. That 4.6 on the... Because he didn't get hit first. That's the thing. The STR Gohan needs to get hit first, ideally, to get the attack buff. But... yeah, you got the crit. Let's go. Okay. So once he got the defense buff, then he took the hits for double-digit damage. Because he has to get hit 4 times to get a permanent attack and defense buff. But taking that 4th hit, he took 88k. But then he took double-digit damage once he got the buff. So, not terrible. Hopefully Bulma doesn't kill here as well. And then we can just finish off the... nice. Finish off this phase on the next turn. And then have the STR Gogeta phase. Okay, so... I mean, yeah, considering how old this guy is, right? Was it Golden Week 2022 or something? Because 2020, yeah, 2023 was 23rd World Tournament, and then this year was the Buu Saga one. So it's a shame that we aren't able to... well, he wouldn't be able to eat a super in slot 1, because having him in slot 1 here would be really good, but... Oh, yeah, this is the thingy one again, isn't it? I mean, we don't really have much of a choice but to use this now, so... go ahead and do that. Godku slot 1. No. Man, I really want to put him in slot 1, but if he gets supered first, he's just dead. Because Gogeta's super attack isn't a... well, it is literally this Gogeta, isn't it? So we can check. But yeah, his super attack isn't a Ki Blast, so Gohan can't nullify it. Do it for the content. Well, okay. I mean, he's... Let's just hope he doesn't super immediately. But he is going to, though, isn't he? You know, he's gonna do it. All right. 92k, and then you get supered. Yeah, so that's kind of crazy. 92k. That's pre-super as well, considering that Gogeta then buffs his attack. I mean, actually, to be fair, 1.1 million. That attack does like 3 million damage. Is it over 3 mil, I think? But yeah, not too bad. I mean, all things considered, he definitely could have been worse, but considering how old the unit is, definitely not too bad. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. As always, if there's more units that you guys want to see on the physical trio team, let me know down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.